Hey everybody, my name is Sarah Wood and this is my channel, Serendipity Astrology. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm doing a pick a card reading for the conjunction of Venus and Mars traveling through the sky together for the month of February into March. They couple together on the 14th of February, which is Valentine's Day, which is a few days away. So I felt compelled to do this new style of reading. So this is totally new for me. I've never done this before. So this is a new experience for me. So pile 1, we have a piece of aquamarine. Pile 2, we have a piece of tiger's eye. And pile 3, we have a piece of rose quartz. I'm using 4 decks for this. One is the Rider-Waite, the Radiant Rider-Waite. It's one of my favorite decks. I have the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I have the Moonology Oracle deck. And the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck. I got 2 decks for Christmas. I mentioned that in previous readings if you've seen my readings before. So Mars and Venus traveling through Capricorn together is pretty significant because we have Venus's ruling sign, we have Taurus. Well, one of its ruling signs is Taurus, and the North Node is in Taurus. And, right now the South Node is in Scorpio as well, which is also very significant because Mars is one of the co-rulers of Scorpio. So the North and the South Node coming together, there's a certain amount of harmony that is coming together with these two that is like ultimately moving you in one direction while moving you away from something else that no longer serves you anymore. And it's very powerful. So this really warranted this, and I felt really called to do this. So this is why we're doing this. So let's dive right into pile 1. I'm going to move pile 3 and pile 2 over to the side. Okay, so sorry. Okay. Now I'm doing my best to keep everything in the picture. This is all new for me, especially with this angle, so bear with me, guys. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Rider-Waite. First, we start off with the 9 of Cups, followed by the 4 of Wands, followed by the 5 of Cups. Now, it's not surprising to me that the aquamarine matched up with this at all, because this reminds me of, the ocean and water and just like feelings and emotions in general. It's a very soulful stone. The 9 of Cups here, to me, is talking about, it's like you're trying to figure out what you're proud of, like what makes you proud of yourself. It's like what direction you're going towards. Like what makes you, what's something that you like want to showcase about yourself? What's something that you want to put out on display for the rest of the world? The 4 of Wands, to me, also talks about a celebration. You celebrating that. A lot of you might have felt lost. Whoever picked this pile, I have a feeling that a good majority of you, felt like you were almost directionless for a certain amount of time. It's not like you were directionless, like you choose something and you do it and it just be something that you go along with. But I really feel like there's a lot of celebration happening. with the Five of Cups here, to me, it feels like, you know, you're no longer willing to look at those cups that have spilled over, like that spilt wine that's there. Like you're willing to turn around and see what you do have and see what possibilities there are on the other side of that bridge. You know, what can happen for you? Like the possibilities that are opening up to you when you start looking outwardly instead of just kind of settling for whatever you could find. That's what is popping into my head. The Spirit Animal Oracle card you got was the Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. You know, I feel like you're setting healthy boundaries with yourself and just your point of view. You know, like it's almost like it's the dialogue that you're willing to have with yourself, what thoughts you're willing to let in now. You know? You also have, for the Gateway of Light activation card, you have the Solar Light upgrade. The Solar Plexus Chakra. Inner Fire Willpower. And let's see what that said for that. I'm very interested in like the in-depth meanings for these cards, so I'm going to be reading from the book. The solar plexus chakra is found just above the belly button in the pit of the stomach. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut, our instincts, and on an energetic level, our willpower and drive. This space can be described as a glowing sun. It is a warm space of warmth that gives us the necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dreams. When the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus becomes an infinite well of light in the pit of our being. This is a source of daily inspiration and ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower increasing, we are remembering that we have prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities we have today. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and where you are ready to expand. As you focus on your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open. Like the warm summer sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. The sunlight has arrived. It's here in you now. That was beautiful. Wow. Yeah, there's a certain level of like fire that is being met with your your energy in general. Like the feminine and the masculine are coming together, and they're shining together and highlighting the best parts of each other. Okay? For your Moonology Oracle card, you have a personal issue reaches resolution, the full moon in Cancer. So, let's see what that said. There's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connections with people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forward with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring your heart's desire. The new moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign, and also very emotional. Saying that, the moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer. It's one of her 2 home signs along with Taurus. So whenever you pull it, this card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family matters. Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. Yeah, exactly. You know what? This aquamarine stone really felt like it resonated with this reading deeply. There's a lot of emotions wrapped around the changes that you're making right now. As you can see by the full moon in Cancer, your emotions are a part of your boundaries. And a lot of why you've kind of like withdrawn from people, I feel like, is that you didn't have healthy boundaries, but I feel like you do. Some of you might, like I said, a lot of you might not have felt like you knew yourself. Like you were just kind of floating around, not really knowing who to be or what to do. But I really feel like you guys are getting a lot of clarity this month, and it's going to be like jump start. Like I feel like this solar light upgrade is like a portal. It's like it's drawing you in, and it's like you're like skyrocketing forward. Wow. All right, so we're gonna get to pile number 2. Okay. That is with the Tiger's Eye. We have the Dog Spirit. We have a Sirius Star Blessings. The Leo Full Moon. The Seven of Wands. The Hierophant. And the Ten of Swords. Okay. Oh, here, let me shift these over a little bit. Sorry. Still working on the angle here. All right, so I'm going to start off with the Waite cards on the bottom. So we have the Seven of Wands, followed by the Hierophant, followed by the Ten of Swords. With this Seven of Wands, what I feel like is that a lot of you are learning to fight. You're learning to fight for what you love. You're learning to fight for what's yours. I feel like you're putting up more of a... It's like more of an effort towards something that might have been in the background. Something that might have been, you know, maybe just something you enjoyed that you never thought you could make something of, but it's really something that actually calls to you. Something that really resonates with you deeply on a lot of levels. And you keep getting called back to it over and over and over again. We also have the Hierophant here. You know, this card always just reminds me of Taurus, like Taurian energy. I feel like, you know, Taurus is a fixed sign, and there's a lot of like determination and, you know, kind of like not like a willingness to budge. Like once you get your eye on something, I feel like there's going to be no moving it. It's going to open up a lot of different doors for you. And I feel like this is a position of strength. You know, these pillars to me represent balance. It's like a balance and a harmony that I don't feel like you guys have felt in quite some time. You know, that balance, that harmony, it has a way of bringing in like a certain amount of like financial stability as well. And like I keep getting drawn to these keys on the bottom. It's like this is the key that was always missing for you. It's like you kind of had your foot in one door and the other a lot. So not really being able to keep your focus on things really kind of kept you from moving forward with anything. But the other thing that you had your foot in wasn't really something that called to you. It's just something that you were comfortable with at the time. You also have the 10 of Swords here. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you have reached your kind of your breaking point. Excuse me. Kind of your breaking point with a situation that has to, I feel like with a lot of you, it has to do with, you know, like a certain relationship that was in your life. Maybe somebody was kind of ushering you into, like they were kind of telling you what to do, telling you what you should be, telling you where you should go. You know, the kind of person that, like, they wanted you to be. I feel like you don't want that anymore. Like, this isn't really you. That isn't you. And, like, you're standing up for yourself. You're being stronger in your life. And for some of you, I feel like that's walking away from someone else. But I feel like these swords are just things that you won't put up with anymore. That you're taking these swords out of your back and you're walking away. Like, 10s are a changing energy. They are a completion. And you're completing something right now. Like, this is the end of this for you. The Spirit Animal Oracle card that you got is the Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Yeah, I feel like you know what? Being loyal to what you love is being loyal to yourself and what calls to you. And being loyal to your dreams, your wishes, your hopes, what's best for you. And what you feel calls to you, not what someone else says calls to you. All right, so we're gonna do I'm gonna read you the Sirius Star Blessings. It says, yes, proceed, be seen, push through. All right. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky and was of the utmost importance to the ancient Egyptians. In fact, our current New Year was celebrated as the coming of Sopdet, the goddess queen of Sirius, as during the last week of December, Sirius can be found high in the sky between midnight and dawn. The Sirius star system is the home of a race of humanoid beings who most likely live in a dimension higher than our own. It's believed that these beings can be contacted through spiritual practice. Tuning into them can enable us to receive high-frequency spiritual downloads. This card draws the light of Sirius, and when support of Sirian star beings into our world. When it comes up, it helps us find light in moments of darkness and uncertainty, and to continue on. If you feel strongly connected to Sirius and its star beings, it's likely you are connected to them on a spiritual level. And if you take the time to locate the star in the sky, you might even have a sense of coming home. The message that comes with this gateway is a giant yes. It brings the energy of wishing on a star and seeing that wish come true. This is a time for you to move forward with any projects or ideas that you have felt called to carry out. There is an energy of positivity, abundance, and excitement surrounding you at this time. Whatever dreams you've been revisiting recently aren't dreams, but premonitions. Know that whatever you're connected with on the inside is soon to be something you'll be experiencing in the physical. So think about what you desire instead of what you fear. See yourself celebrating as if your wildest dreams have come true. As you do so, you'll be creating the perfect energy for them to manifest into this world. Wow. Yeah, this is a big green light for you guys. This is saying go forward. Like, this is your time. This is a special energy. that is like, this doesn't happen often. This is a sacred moment in time that we're all being called to take advantage of. For your Moonology card, you got the full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. All right, so this card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says, it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as a king or a queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Leo is the sign of the big and brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Exactly what I was saying. You guys need to be proud of who you are. This person who is telling you who you are and what you're capable of and what you should be doing, they're not you. You know you best. And it's time for you to shine. And what you're being loyal to is yourself. Okay? That love for yourself. All right? That's awesome. Wow. Okay, so let's get to pile 3. That is the rose quartz. Let's move these up a little. Again, sorry for that. Still working with the space, getting used to it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the bottom row. That is the Radiant Rider-Waite. You have the Fool, followed by the King of Cups, followed by the Four of Cups. This Fool energy, I feel like a lot of you are ready to go out on like it's like a new path. This is something completely new for you guys. This is a new journey. This is a place you've never been. So this is new energy for you and something that you might not quite, I don't think you guys know that, like, what's around that corner for you. And that's so exciting. There's a certain level of excitement here. Like, it's all just kind of happening. You know, a lot of it, I feel like, is centered around, like, your new, like, there's a certain emotional well-being here. Like, it's an emotional stability that you guys have cultivated over, I feel like, the last couple of years. The last couple of years have been enough to shake anyone up, but I feel like it's made you a lot stronger. A lot stronger within yourself, a lot stronger within knowing who you are. And that's made you feel like you're ready to take risks. You're ready to see what's out there. This is the energy I feel like you're moving away from. It's like a closed off energy where you're not really allowing things into your life. Like, even if opportunities were there and they were, like, you know, flashing in front of your face, you know, you just weren't having it. You weren't interested at all. But this energy is changing and falling away. Like, this is what's going out the door. This is what's going into the past. This rose quartz, there's a certain amount of like love that I feel like you're taking forward with you. That a lot of you, I feel like you're moving forward with an open heart instead of a closed one. The Spirit Animal Oracle card you got was the Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. You know, that speaks to me about you coming at things with an open heart and an open mind, not just the open mind. That open heart is there. It's open, it's willing to like go to a place that you've never been. And it's because a lot of like your karma and like past things that were holding you back are washing away. Like they're flushing down that toilet with the South Node in Scorpio. I swear to God. That's what I feel like. Like Mars is flushing that out. Like it's giving you courage in places that you never thought you did have courage before. For the Gateway of Light activation oracle card you got for karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. That sounds about right. The karmic board is a congregation of spiritual beings dedicated to implementing the law of cause and effect. They have the capacity to help us overcome any karmic blockages that are affecting us. We can call on them to bring healing into our energy field and to clear away any patterns that are standing in the way of our experience of love and the expression of our life purpose. Karmic blockages are often misunderstood. Many people think that a blockage is punishment for their bad choices or wrongful behavior, but it's not. Source is always on our side. It wants us to have a positive experience here on this earth, but it also honors our choices and experiences, and sometimes these result in karmic blockages. It's important to know that many of these blockages were actually created by innocent choices. For example, continually letting someone's bad behavior or mistreatment of us slide because we really wanted to see the good in them, or choosing not to let love in because there was a part of us that was scared of the unknown. If you're being overwhelmed by the traumatic memory or a painful event, know it's because this old energy is no longer serving you and that your spirit is calling for it to be released. This card comes to you at a time when you are ready to surrender old ways of being and old stories. Know that receiving this message means your energetic self has been taken to the karmic board during sleep or meditation, so that your light body can be cleared of all karmic blockages and stories. All fears, phobias, challenges with partners and relationships, and feelings of being misunderstood are being released now. You are ready to move forward. Yeah, there's a very clear like forward moving energy here. Like you're taking, like, this is you 2.0 going forward. The Moonology oracle card that you got was the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. That is funny because Venus and Mars are traveling through Capricorn for the month of February. That's awesome. Okay, so first and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your work life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. Capricorn is a sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Yeah, I feel like this group here, this set of cards, whoever is seeing this, I really feel like you're meant to be having like a new, it's like a dawning of a new era for you. Like this is like it's relationships are anew. Like this, the way you approach everything is on a different level now, but you're different. Like the karma that you felt like you've been carrying around for a lot of your life, I feel like you've faced it and you've sat with it and you've let it wash away. Like you've let those feelings wash away. You've looked things in the eye that you might have avoided, and like the strength that you're pulling here to go forwards is really powerful and very potent. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome Venus and Mars conjunction and a happy Valentine's Day. Bye, everybody.